If you're struggling to keep up with everything you need to do around the house, you're not alone. So I created this chore tracker and it's made all the difference for me. And it's super easy to use. Whenever a chore is ready to be added, it will be added automatically to the bottom of this list. And whenever you complete it, all you have to do is click check, and then it will automatically move from the chore list to the bottom of the completed tab. Now, using it's very simple, setting up is very simple as well. You can go to the worksheet and make a list of every single one of your chores. I recommend breaking it up by room as well. That way you can vacuum bathroom, vacuum bedroom, things like that. But it's entirely up to you. If you want to do everywhere, you can do that as well. Over here on the right side, you put all the different owners. So for example, it's me and my partner, and then the different areas that you want to have in the drop down. So for example, I can click on the area and then it will show me everything that's listed in this list. If I want to add anything, all I have to do is add it. And then at the bottom, you'll see that listed there as well. You can click on the pencil, and then if you want to add color, you can simply assign it to whatever you want to be, and then hit done. And now you have it updated for everything, and you can use it just like normal. You'll see right here, this is the area details. This is what kind of drives the machine to make sure that a vacuum in the bathroom is not the same thing as a vacuum in the bedroom. So that's what that's for. It'll show the days since the last attempt. If it's blank, that means it has not been completed yet. It will show whether or not it's automatically on the list. And if it has been on the list, you can see how many times it's on that list. It doesn't really matter for your sake. That's just more configuration. And if it's never been on the list or the day since the last attempt exceeds the day threshold, then it will automatically change the to add to yes. And if a row is marked as yes, that chore will be added to the bottom of the chore list on that day. So for example, right here, it has been 7 days since the last time this has happened. It's set to monthly. If we change this to say semi-weekly, you'll see that now it says yes. And that's because 7 is greater than 3 days. The automation is based off of an app script. So for example, you don't need to know how any of this runs. If something is marked as yes, once it runs, and it runs every day based off of the trigger that we set up. Now you can see that everything says no, and the bottom of the task list shows this new wash shower liner. You can see here that we don't have any color for the new test, so we need to add that color to each one of our tabs if we decide to keep that. But that's really how it works. It will show you how many days it's been since it's been added to the list. And you can also have some custom views to make it easier. So for example, I can click on this little views button and go to Olin's chores by area, and I can see exactly what my chores are based off the area that I'm in. And that makes it super easy to know where to focus and when. For security reasons, Google doesn't allow triggers to flow through when you make a copy of the spreadsheet. So you'll need to set this up manually. But don't worry, it's super easy. All we have to do is go to Extensions, App Script, and right here you'll see the code behind the automation. You don't need to worry about how this works. All you have to do is go to this little clock, click on Add Trigger, copy columns, time driven, and then we want it to be every day, and we can say midnight to 1 a.m., that's fine. Then we'll hit save. And once you hit save, it'll ask you to authorize the application to run. The reason why it's asking you to do this is not for really security reasons, but more so you're giving this access to run on your behalf, so Google hasn't verified that it has been vetted. So this is simply saying, make sure that you're good to go with this. So you'll just click on go to add tasks and click allow. And now it's authorized to be able to copy the different chores that need to be added to the chore list each day while you're sleeping to do it on your behalf. So you're all good to go there. As you're setting things up, you'll see a bunch of yeses in this to add column. The yeses is what gets copied over to the to-do list. So for example, I went ahead and made one say yes. If you want to go ahead and bring the chores over from this to your to-do list to start working on it after you set things up, all you have to do is go back into Extensions, App Script, and then click Run. And once you run it, it will automatically add that list. You can see now that switched back to no, and it's added here to the bottom of the list.